and welcome to another episode of What He Said About What She Said.
I'm gonna pull her, yeah. Oh, hello. Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
Oh my.
We are
The captain?
and his lady. Right from the beginning of changing our lifestyle to living full-time in an RV, we made our pets part of the process.
That's right. We had both Charlie Brown and Cinderella, our two dogs.
Yeah. We figured they'd be affected like us, so we made sure they were with us every step of the way.
We had them with us when we bought the bus. We had them every single day as we worked on the conversion of the bus itself. Mm-hmm. No matter what, they were with us.
Yeah. We've been asked a few times about how life is having pets in our bus conversion, so we thought we'd share this video to encourage you that it can be good.
So, we actually moved into our bus within 2 weeks of receiving it, meaning we just had time to rip out the seats and get things moving, but we had to move. And so the dogs were with us the whole time.
But regardless of our busyness, we took daily walks and played with our fur babies to make sure they knew that this was part of their new lifestyle.
Yeah, they really seem to love the freedom of just living outside more.
Yeah. They did get a little dirtier, so you might want to make sure you have access to water for cleaning up, both for you and your dogs.
Yeah. You know, our first winter, it was so cold. It was so cold, actually, that you took pity on them and you invited them to come up on the bed.
Yeah, and slept with us. Yeah, I even put socks on their feet for warmth. But they're just like our babies. We take care of them of every kind of weather.
So remembering that our 216 square feet, that's the size of our bus here, it's not a lot of space, we just had to spend more time outside. We all benefit from this experience.
Yep, both dogs and humans are happy and healthy. We enjoy the great outdoors no matter the weather.
So whenever we go, wherever we go, we like to find places for hiking, especially near water, so that the dogs can just drink the water or naturally take a bath. They are always jumping in, swimming around.
Yep.
They love the water no matter what. Spring is really dirty. My tip for that, keep an old towel in your car or in your entrance of your bus, just for the pets.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And then there are the ticks. If you're traveling, you never know what the pest population is like, so always have your pets protected. We have them on flea and tick protection at all times.
Yeah. You know, one time we let our dog in from outside. She played around for a while and checked her on the way in. There were like practically a dozen ticks, over a dozen ticks on her. So even though your pets are protected, they still can go outside and collect these little critters
And bring them in.
and bring them in. Yeah. So always check, even for your own safety and the safety of the whole family.
Your kids, your grandchildren, yourself.
That's right, because we've had situations where we found them later in our bed.
Oh, yes. Nightmare situations.
Yep.
Situations.
Anyways.
Okay. So spring and fall are the worst for that. But then there's summer. And talking about summer, how do we keep the RV cool, honey?
Well, one of the things we had to invest in is an insulated windshield visor for the front. We also have curtains, obviously, all the way around. We keep our windows down, and we have fans running. Now, make sure the curtains are always closed on the sunny side, and always make sure there's plenty of water for both yourselves and the pets.
Yeah, for sure. We try to find shady areas for our pets.
Shady areas, yeah. Not
Shady from trees,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
naughty areas.
okay.
And lakes and rivers or whatever watering holes that they can use or that we can use.
They love it, and so do we.
Unless you think we're just talking about having dogs. We knew last fall that our Charlie Brown was leaving us soon because he'd been ill with cancer for a year. And so we started thinking of getting another fur baby.
Yeah, not a bunny. Make sure you watch your pets. They can both be hunted or be hunters.
Yes.
So we're going into wilderness areas, right?
Yes.
So we have to take precautions.
Yes. Our daughter told us of a feral cat having kittens in her neighbor's shed, and it took almost 3 months to catch that kitten, but that is how we adopted Callie, our calico. She refuses to use a litter box, which Fern is very happy about. So we let her live her little hippie life, and she comes and goes as she pleases.
Right from the beginning, we brought her everywhere with us in the car so that she would get used to traveling.
Yep, she's used to wearing a harness and a leash whenever we go on a short trip, or when we have short stops, we put her on her leash to let her use her potty, the great outdoors, so she cannot run off or get lost.
So always make sure your pet is wearing their collar and a tag in case they do wander off. Identification, people.
Yeah, identification is key. I think that you also need to remember to bring vet paperwork with you.
Yeah.
Right, when you're traveling.
Exactly.
As far as short stops, try to stop where there's grass and trees for your pet's potty breaks, and always pick up after them. I think for us especially, we're being watched because we're driving a school bus converted into an RV, so we catch attention. And I hate to say it this way, but we're being judged. We're thought of as, like kind of
different,
maybe like hippie-ish. So I think we're extra careful, but I think it's just etiquette to pick up after your pet where you are.
Yeah. So how does Kelly being an indoor-outdoor cat work with our travels?
Well, I mean, we've learned that the cat comes back. If we're somewhere for overnight, she generally stays in close vicinity of the bus, and we don't put her on a leash. When we're stopped somewhere, we let her out. She comes in and back and forth and checks up on us. The longer we stay in an area, the further she investigates, and then when we're at actually our home base, she can be gone for even a couple of days.
Yes, she is a hunter. We keep dry food available for her, and she comes back. For that, and affection, and sleep. Sometimes she likes to join us on our hikes. She follows us, and Cinder, of course.
But what do we do about Cinder when we're
out? Because of the change of scenery, our pets kind of stay closer to home. But we try to park in a safe area, away from traffic, away from hazards. We keep her on leash, unless, of course, we are right there watching her. The wooded areas are great. Yeah. On the leash, if we don't have her on the direct leash that we're holding on, we have a 15-foot lead with a twist pole that we screw into the ground, and that way there, for safety. If it's lightning outside, we don't want to zap our dog, so grounded onto a pole.
That's right. They're an integral part of our lives for sure. And then on one other note, we don't leave them in the RV for long periods of time. So always be cautious about the RV getting too warm, or if your dog barks when being left alone. People would regard your RV like a vehicle and don't think too kindly of you leaving your pet behind. And it might be aggravating to other campers. So think ahead of your pet and others to make RVing a wonderful experience. doesn't this look enchanted? It's like an enchanted forest. Just Cindy, you want to say bye? What? Hope we were able to help you, give you a few tips on pet ownership and RV living.
Yep,
Humid hair.
that's right.
Visit our website, thecaptainisLady.com,
That's right.
and give us a
Thumbs up. That's
yep,
right.
That's his
You can
job.
do it.
He's good at it.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
And have a good...
We'd love to hear from you.
Oh, that's right. Leave your
Yes.
comments down below. And subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
And then you'll never miss an episode of us making fun of each other.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.